What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Kev coming to you with another video. And the 2020 NFL season is about to kick off in less than 90 minutes from now. The reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, my Kansas City Chiefs, hosting the Houston Texans right here in Kansas City, where I'm from. A little rainy out. The mid-November temperatures, 55 degrees. It's crazy for a season opener on September 10th that the temperature is 55 degrees. So them boys going to get out there and get it anyway. So, I mean, obviously with all this thing, everything going on with COVID and stuff, I haven't really heard a lot of players that have the coronavirus that's out. So we're going to see seemingly pretty healthy teams. So we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on. I can't wait. Like I said, Kansas City's my team. Glad to see us get a Super Bowl title. Can't wait to see the banner tonight and get the road started on running it back. So these are going to be my division predictions for the season. I'm going to pick a division winner for each division. I'm going to go north, south, east, west. I'm just going to give you my winner and why. So we're going to start with the AFC North. Obviously, it's the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, MVP of the league. He's hungry. He's hungry. He's more hungry than ever because he obviously of the failed playoff success with the Ravens the last 2 years. So, they have probably the most complete team. If they don't have the most complete team, they have definitely one of the top three most complete teams in the league. So, definitely, I definitely believe Baltimore will win the division. I do believe Pittsburgh will give them a run for their money with Big Ben back. I believe Pittsburgh will have over 10 wins this year, double-digit wins. So Pittsburgh and Baltimore will be a battle. I mean, it may not be the defensive, hard-hitting battle it's been the last 20 years, but I think that'll definitely be a big battle nonetheless. It might go from defensive, low-scoring, hard-hitting battles to shootouts. It depends on what happens with Ben Roethlisberger and his elbow. So, Baltimore wins the AFC North. NFC North. It's between Green Bay and Minnesota. Right now, I go Green Bay. I believe Aaron Rodgers is motivated, even though he didn't get his even though Green Bay really didn't help him out as far as the weapons are concerned. They got another guy, A.J. Dillon, to help out with Aaron Jones in the run game. They're trying to transition to more of a run team, run first team, to kind of help out Rodgers. I think that'll benefit Rodgers. He doesn't have to throw as much. So I don't know. I just think it's going to be beneficial. It's going to open up the pass game. You get the run game going. It's going to open up the pass game. So yeah, I think they'll win the division barely though. I think they'll win it barely because Minnesota's really good. Their defense is good. Mike Zimmer just got a contract extension, and then the only thing I think Minnesota will struggle with is offensively. They have a new offensive coordinator because their old offensive coordinator Kevin Stefanski is now the Browns head coach. So that's the one thing I feel that's going to hold them back from winning the NFC North. I got the Packers as the NFC North champions. Now, going to the AFC and NFC South. As far as the AFC South, I have the Tennessee Titans winning it. The only reason why I have Tennessee Titans winning it because it seems like they're the guys that have the most continuity going into this season. Continuity is big time. Especially in these COVID conditions where there was less practice, no OTAs, all that stuff. So I believe with the continuity that they have with Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, all that, I believe the Titans will win the division over the Texans and the Texans, the Colts, all that. Yeah, Phil Rivers coming in as a new quarterback for the Colts. You don't know how much of the system he really has down yet. And of course, uh, uh, I don't know. I just don't trust Phil Rivers to get the W, to get them to a division win in his first year. I don't know how many. I think he's got 1 or 2 years left. I don't know. I forgot the contract details. So yeah, man. I just think the Titans have the most continuity in the division, and I picked them to win. So I had the Titans winning the AFC South. NFC South, I have the Saints. Yes, Tom Brady's in Tampa Bay. All those weapons, I feel all that, but I feel that the Saints have the best defense. Like I said, continuity. Atlanta has a lot of continuity, but I don't think they have as much talent. Obviously, Julio Jones, Cameron Ridley. They have Todd Gurley now, but the Saints have the most continuity, so that's why I feel that they are gonna win the South. And I mean, after 3 terrible endings to the season, I just believe that this is finally the year that New Orleans breaks through as far as the playoffs. I mean, they're going to win the division, but I believe this is the year that New Orleans finally has that success and gets past at least the first game of the playoffs and gets to, the NFC Championship. So you have the Saints winning the division in the NFC South. Moving on to the East divisions, in first, the AFC. I have the Dolphins winning. I'm sorry, not the Dolphins. Not the Dolphins. I have the Bills winning the division. I believe Josh Allen will. I don't trust Josh Allen a lot, but I believe he'll make the necessary throws. I like their defense, and yeah, I just like their defense. I don't think Miami's ready yet. I think they're still about a year, at least a year away. I think they're going to have another struggling year, and then I think the Miami will be good for years to come. But this year, no. Patriots with Cam Newton. I just have to see it first. I just don't know. I have to see it first. Josh McDaniels, a talented play caller, so we'll see how Cam Newton fits into their offense. Again, with this COVID-19 has shortened a team's offense. It's to shorten teams' off-season programs, but you see a lot of players have worked out together and stuff, but not like a real team setting. So other than training camp, so we'll see. We'll see. Like, I just don't think Newton will be enough to help the Patriots win the division this year. Of course, and all the defensive stars that opted out for the Patriots too. This is going to be Bill Belichick's toughest coaching job since probably the what was that was he coach of the Browns? Yeah, there go the Browns. Coach of the Browns. I was thinking of the Jets, but that was Pete Carroll. But yeah, I have the Bills winning the division just basically because kind of the same thing I said about the Saints. Continuity. They have a lot of continuity. NFC East. Come on, man. I mean, Cowboys gotta get it done this year. Cowboys have to get it done. I mean, I'm tired of talking about them dudes. I'm just tired of talking about them dudes every single year. I mean, Jason Garrett can no longer be the excuse because he's not there anymore. He's with the New York Giants as the offensive coordinator. So no more Jason Garrett, no more excuses. I don't want to hear Mike McCarthy's first year. McCarthy championship coach with Green Bay, with that offense and that defense, the most talented, probably the most talented team in the NFC. I mean, all the talent that they have. I mean, there's really no reason the Cowboys should not at least make it to the playoff, make it to the NFC Championship game this year. Like I said, great talent on both sides of the ball. This is the year they should finally get it done. Moving on to the South divisions. I'm sorry, not the South division, the West divisions. AFC West is all about the Chiefs. Like I said, running back. They re-signed almost every big player that they had that they needed to this offseason. They re-signed Mahomes. They re-signed Chris Jones. I was a Chiefs fan. I didn't think there was any way we could re-sign both guys this year. If anything, I thought we could re-sign Jones and maybe Mahomes waits out another year. But Mahomes with a $500 million contract, and the way that the contract was set up, in order for him, he won't get as much up front. He'll get it in the back half, but to be able to keep a team around him, be able to keep Chris Jones here, I mean, we're set up for the next 5 years. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to be a Chiefs fan because we're set up for the next 5 years to be major contenders. So I think the only thing that could really stop us is injuries. And I pray that doesn't happen. Broncos caught a bad break with the Von Miller injury before the season, so I had picked them to finish second in the division and challenge for a wild card spot, but we'll see about that now. You don't really know. Raiders, Chargers, I just don't believe in the Chargers with Tyrod Taylor as their quarterback. I mean, he's a good quarterback. I just don't think that he's a guy that can get your team to the playoffs, especially in a stacked division like the AFC West. You have the Raiders, you have the Broncos still. I believe I think the Raiders could finish second this year with the talent, and if Derek Carr can somehow find a way to get back to his MVP form of about 4 years ago, the Raiders will finish second. But yeah, it's all Kansas City and the AFC West. NFC West, it's going to be tough, but I still see San Francisco coming out on top, coming off of last year. All the success, getting to the Super Bowl, meaning I should know, I'm a Chiefs fan. It was be 8 minutes away from being Super Bowl champions, and then of course the Chiefs, a magical comeback, led by the Wasp play. But yeah, they're gonna be there again. They're definitely gonna be there again. I believe Jimmy Garoppolo will make the necessary throws. Obviously, they're going to depend on the run game with Mostert, Breida, and Coleman again. And, of course, that defense is still stout with Bosa and Ford and Eric Armstead. I don't think that they'll lose that much from losing DeForest Buckner. That linebacking core is still one of the best in the entire league. But other than that, man, that's going to do it. Like I said, we're going to go through it one more time. The North divisions, I have the Ravens and the Packers winning. The South divisions, I have the Saints in the NFC and the Titans in the AFC. East divisions, I have the Cowboys in the NFC East, and then I have the Bills in the AFC East. And then, of course, the West division, I have Kansas City. The Super Bowl matchup, I have Kansas City and winning the AFC West, and the 49ers winning the NFC West. Let me know what you thought about my playoff prediction, my division predictions. This will probably be up sometime after the game tonight. I do believe the Chiefs will win 38-24. By the way, get my little Arrowhead prediction in there. I believe I will have a video of my Week 1 picks. Not for this game, but for Sunday's slate coming up after this game. Maybe sometime tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you thought about my picks in the comments. Let me know who you think will win each division. I'll have my division winners down low in the comments. Excuse me, in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna see y'all next video.